If you're trying to get hired in 2026 on either an engine crew or a hand crew, this video is for you because I'm going to break down both sides and on which side you should probably start on with zero experience. Most rookies think they should start on a Wildland hand crew. That's not really correct, but I'll get into that shortly. I've worked on both Wildland hand crews and Wildland fire engines, and I've watched rookies struggle. I've watched rookies succeed on both sides. So this isn't theory, it's real world experience from the fire line. And I was one of those rookies that thought I could go to a hand crew sooner than I probably should have, and I did, and it bit me in the tail. Let's start with Wildland firefighting engine crews. An engine crew typically is 3 to 4 firefighters, depending on funding, staffing levels, and all that kind of stuff. But you're going to at least have 3 firefighters, if not 4, on a Wildland fire engine. This is in the state of California. And typically this is probably throughout the country. The U.S. Forest Service, I'm pretty sure, has at least 3 firefighters, if not 4 as well. Your sole responsibilities on that are going to be pump operations, hose lays, mobile attack, structure protection, water support for hand crews, structure fires, rescues, all kinds of things, medical aids, car accidents, public service assistance. You never know what you're going to be into. My fire engine, we had a helicopter based at our fire station that I was at, so we carried a helicopter crash rescue kit special to our engine, so we knew that we were extra trained to help if a Wildland fire helicopter crashed. We had the kit available to help with that. One of the biggest advantages of starting on a Wildland fire engine crew is exposure. You're going to learn so much more in your first season on an engine than you will in a hand crew, and that's my personal opinion. You might have a different opinion. Leave it in the comments if you started on a helitack crew or a hand crew and you feel that you got more exposure early than I did. On a Wildland fire engine crew, early on, you're going to learn fire behavior, radio communication, pump systems, hose operations, different types of hose lays, incident organization, and most especially developing that camaraderie of working with engine crews, and just what it can come down to between working with 3 or 4 people versus working with a hand crew of 10, 15 guys, whoever's on that. A helitack crew might have 6 or 7, but you're going to get that right in there. What do hand crews do? That's a great question. Let's talk about the Wildland firefighting hand crews. A hand crew, typically a full-size hand crew, is going to be about 20 Wildland firefighters working directly on the fire line. Like I said, there's different kind of hand crews. There's helitack crews, there's hand crews, hot shots, smoke jumpers, but this is typically what hand crews, 12 to 20 is probably right in there. Their main responsibility, cutting fire line, chainsaw work, line construction, and direct fire suppression. You're not going to have water with you unless you got the 5-pound pack on your back that you would typically use in the pack test. Check out that video. I'll have it linked down below for you to watch that video towards the end of this one, the pack test. You have to pass that pack test in order to be a Wildland firefighter in 26. That pack test is probably the #1 thing you need. If you don't have that, you're not going to be a Wildland firefighter in 2026. I promise you that. Gear towards chainsaw props. Gear toward running a chainsaw is what the goal is in a Wildland firefighter hand crew, because the 2 Sawyers, that's the best spot to be in. And a Wildland crew, the difference in a hand crew is you're going to assume that you're physically ready on day 1, whereas an engine crew, you can learn these things over time. You have to be physically ready on a hand crew. Hiking 3 to 4 miles into a fire, working for 10 to 15 hours at a time, and then hiking back out. And you have to be in tip-top shape. If you hike for 4 miles and you're broke and tired and exhausted and all your drinking water is already gone and you haven't even got to the fire yet, you're going to be in trouble. Hand crews refine firefighters. Engine crews, they help shape firefighters. So get the basics down. This is my opinion, again, my opinion. Get the basics down on an engine crew first, and then move to a hand crew and refine those tools, refine those handline tools. Here's the difference that rookies don't understand. Engine crews give you exposure. Hand crews demand readiness. You have to be ready to go. If you're on a hand crew, you have to be ready to go. And by the way, I'm Corby, and I used to be a Wildland firefighter, and I've put together 2 now rookie firefighter guides. One is the rookie Wildland firefighter guide for 2026 on how to walk you through, and the second one I just released tonight is for Wildland firefighter survival fundamentals. Those are both available in the description, and I want you to succeed. The Wildland firefighter survival fundamentals cover the 10s, 18s, and the watch out situations, and it has a study guide included in that for you guys to learn those as best you can. So let me know if you're going to check those out. I'd be really want to know how those are going to work. Remember, engine crews develop you. Hand crews are going to test you. If you think you're ready for a hand crew on day 1, by all means, do it. You know physically what you can do. If you need to develop your skills slowly, don't be afraid of an engine crew. An engine crew is a great spot. I spent 10 years on an engine crew, and if I got to work and the engine was gone, they put together hand crews. So if they were going to put together a hand crew and they asked, hey, who wants to go work on the hand crew or an engine? I want to go to a hand crew. Refine that stuff. Do it. That is where you will get your guidance. I promise you. If you're going to be a Wildland firefighter in 2026, start on an engine crew, especially if you have no experience. Especially if you have more experience. Why? You're going to have more training opportunities. You're going to get broader exposure. You're going to learn operations gradually. And then once you're comfortable and physically ready, you can choose to move to a hand crew. Choosing an engine crew first doesn't make you less tough. It makes you strategic, and that's key. Here's something I've seen over the years, and I want you to listen to this. The rookies who struggle the most are the ones who rush the process. So go slow. There's no reason to rush anything. Wildland firefighting rewards preparation, not ego.